And we are back. Welcome back to Esso versus Erik. Once again, it is time for our final Premier League fixture ahead of both the Champions League quarter-final draw and the FA Cup quarter-final match away at Chelsea. It is time for Manchester United at home to Fulham, a side that we have already played 3 times in this series already, and on all 3 occasions have come out on top, winning the game in the Premier League, winning the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, and then drawing the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, meaning that we then ended up progressing. This is also a game that we are trying to correct a wrong from Manchester United's season earlier on. It was a 2-1 victory for Fulham with that ridiculous 97th minute winner from Alex Iwobi, which really stung Old Trafford after United managed to get themselves level at the start of stoppage time. But like I say, that's the purpose of this series. It's Esso versus Erik. It's my job to right the wrongs that went wrong for Manchester United last season, and I'm doing pretty well so far. I'm currently sat 3rd in the Premier League table. I've already brought 1 trophy home, and we're still in the other 2 major competitions, so hopefully that can continue with righting this mistake that was made by Erik Ten Hag's side in real life today. Now, as for the team, unsurprisingly, wholesale changes from the Everton game last episode. As we said, we're going to be starting to rotate as often as we possibly can at the moment to keep our key players fit for the big matches. So our side today is going to be Onana retaining his place in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Upamecano and Beraldo come into the back line, with Luke Shaw keeping his place as we try and rebuild his fitness ahead of the FA Cup quarter-final. Casemiro is back in midfield. Bruno partners Eriksen in centre mid. Sancho makes his first start for a very long time at right wing. Rashford, of course, is back at left wing. And Mehdi Taremi will get the nod ahead of Rasmus Højlund, albeit Højlund's form has been fantastic recently, but he is the person I want to put my money on for making the difference in the Chelsea game. So Taremi is going to get the nod for this game. Let's see what Fulham have to offer. They currently sit 8th in the table on this series. They're playing some really good stuff. All 3 matches against them so far in this series have been tough as well. So we know we're in for a tough game. So for Fulham, once again, it is their familiar 4-3-3. Leno in goal, Tete at right back, Diop and Ream at centre back, with Ballo Toure playing at left back. It's going to be Palhinha in holding midfield as always. Harrison Reed and Alex Iwobi are the 2 central midfielders. It's Adama Traore and Dan James. Pace in the wide areas. And Carlos Vinicius up front. That is actually quite frightening. Adama Traore and Dan James in the same team on opposite wings. That is pace galore. Hopefully it doesn't come to haunt us in this match. First clip of the game then comes 8 minutes into the match. Once again, we're using our standard possession style of play. Already over 70% once again, as it was in the last match. Looking to build up from the back. And hopefully this clip isn't one of us giving it away, which is exactly what it is. And here comes that blooming pace. Adama Traore to Carlos Vinicius, and Onana is forced into his first save of the game. He's been playing fantastically for us over the last few weeks, Onana. Hopefully that can continue for the rest of the series. Throw in to Manchester United. We're very devoid of chances so far in this game. I may try and up the intensity. There's all well and good having 75% possession, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't actually create any chances. But obviously if we do score here, then it's working perfectly. Fernandes finds Rashford in the wide area. It's a brilliant ball to Taremi. And he squirms it over. This is why we signed your man. Score the big chances that Rasmus was missing. That's not good enough from Taremi. Now it's a Fulham set piece that Taremi intervenes on. So I'll give him credit for that. Now can he create something? Finds Christian Eriksen. Eriksen has a lot of space. He's got Taremi back inside. Eriksen keeps going. Plays it back to Wan-Bissaka. On to Sancho. Now Bruno Fernandes. Shot blocked. Comes to Shaw. Shaw puts it in. Handball, referee. We know it exists now. Counter. Carlos Vinicius. And it comes to nothing. Free kick to United. Bruno sends it very deep. Comes to Upamecano. Comes to Luke Shaw. And what a return it has been for Luke Shaw. He assists on his comeback game. And then he scores on his second. Well, we wanted to give him match time ahead of the FA Cup game, but, I mean, I wasn't expecting this. Taremi's header, Luke Shaw on the volley, back of the net, side netting, United lead right as we change the tempo of the match as well, and it gives us a 1-0 lead right when we needed a goal. And as you can see there, once again, puts us back above Liverpool and only puts us 2 points behind City in the title race. Who knows, maybe we could pull this off. However, as I say that, here come Fulham and Adama's in there and they equalise. Brilliant. Oh, why do I say these things? You can clip that. That's prime Mark Goldbridge levels of nonsense and timing. Yeah, and there's the graphic at the bottom to remind us we've now dropped back behind Liverpool again. Adama, there's the pace. I mean, Shaw had no chance. It's a brilliant header as well. Onana with no chance as well. It's annoying. Here come Fulham again. The exact same position for a throw-in. Ballo-Touré again. There's no pressure on him. He goes for goal himself. That's a mistake in my opinion. Adama was there at that back post again. And that is half-time. And to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed with that first half. Yes, we've had more XG. Yes, we've had more possession. But look at the stats. 6 shots, 4 on target. 4 shots, 1 on target. Fulham have had the better of the chances. We're also committing a lot of fouls again as well. Something needs to change at half-time. And that is going to come in the form of a double change. I've gone to the 3-back formation that we do so well in normally. I'm taking Bruno off because he's done absolutely nothing in this match. And I've put Lindelof on, moving Casemiro and Eriksen into midfield. And I'm taking Sancho off as well. He's lacking match sharpness. He's nervous and he's been booked. So I'm going to bring Anthony on for him, saving our remaining substitutions for the rest of the match as and when we need them. Hopefully this change will give us a little bit more impetus, give us more space in the wide areas and also help to cope with Fulham's wingers that are causing problems and give us that little bit more control in the midfield to then start creating further chances further forward. Free kick to United. Anthony looks to swing this one in. No, he doesn't. He goes for goal. He caught everyone out, including the keeper, but he put it over. We had the numbers forward there. Anthony was unlucky. But now it's Fulham's turn with a free kick. Sent downfield. Given away to Shaw, though. Room to run into. Finds Taremi. He gives it away to Adama Traore. Shocking from Taremi. He's had a poor game. Thankfully, Eriksen wins it back. It's on to Casemiro. Still Casemiro. Out to Anthony. Casemiro again. Wan-Bissaka. Even with us changing to the 3-back, like they're keeping us out wide so well, it's really hard to create chances. And that is not going to help. Eriksen sleeping, gives the ball away. Traore can run. We've got the extra cover in there now, but Harrison Reed goes through. It comes to Iwobi. And just like in real life, Alex Iwobi puts Fulham 2-1 up at Old Trafford. Unbelievable. We're just not at the races in this match. Well, this is either really good or really, really bad because the clip is going to continue right away at the kickoff. Anthony to Wan-Bissaka. Drilled across, given away. And here come Fulham again. This was the worry. Iwobi, they're flooding forward, are the Fulham players. Reed. Lindelof dives in and gets nowhere again. Thankfully, it's one back. It's end-to-end. It's frantic. It's Rashford. Still Rashford. Anthony's there. Saved by Leno. But yet again, it's a Fulham free kick. Giving away too many sloppy fouls. Given away again. It's Dan James now. To Iwobi once more. Ballo-Touré. Through to Iwobi again. It's Upamecano. Back to Onana. Hoofed downfield. Have we got anyone up there? Yes, we have. Rashford finds Taremi. Mehdi Taremi. Can he get away? On to Rashford. Out to Casemiro. Back to Rashford again. Sends it long for Anthony. Headed across, but headed back to Leno. Poor again, and he was offside anyway. And now I'm going to do something I've not done on this series for a very long time. I am going to put 2 up front. I'm going to put Taremi and Højlund up front together. We're going to go for a 4-4-2. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take Shaw off as well and put Malacia on. And Mason Mount is going to come on for Eriksen, leaving Casemiro in that midfield to still keep us to shore us up in that midfield when Fulham inevitably end up getting the ball back. But we need to score some goals here. We're not playing well. And this is a different formation I've not tried yet. And, well, we'll see what happens. Fulham are now starting to make changes. Firstly, Leno's had to go off for Rodak, so that could be something we could exploit here. Rashford finds Mount from this corner. Rashford towards Taremi, and it's blocked by Adama Traore. He's everywhere. He's got the baby oil out. He's running at 100 miles an hour, and there's about 5 of him on the pitch, scoring goals and blocking goals. Mount's corner. Upamecano's header! And how has he put it wide from there? I thought it was in when the keeper dived. Come on, boys. Still in this. Goal kick to Fulham. Rodak sends it downfield. Casemiro wins it back. It's on to Taremi. Anthony's in the wide area. Wan-Bissaka's overlapping. Here is Wan-Bissaka. There's Taremi and Højlund to aim at. Wan-Bissaka sends it in. Rashford's round the back and Rashford scores. 2-2, 20 minutes to go. Rashford becomes our top scorer in the season, overtaking Bruno Fernandes. And it says at the bottom, Wan-Bissaka deserves credit. He absolutely does. My worry, of course, is that this wears out players like Wan-Bissaka and Rashford for the Chelsea game. But you've got to win the game in front of you first and worry about the consequences later. And we cannot afford to not win this game here. Into the final 10 minutes, and you know my policy. We lose trying to win. Very attacking is applied right as we get a free kick. Mount plays it short to Anthony. It's really smart. Anthony goes for goal. There's 4 players in the box. We're on work it into the box. That's shocking from Anthony. Into the final 2 minutes of the 90. There's always a chance, and it looks like right now it's going to be a Fulham one. Balou-Touré, Dan James. Tom Cairney. Palinha into De Cordova-Reid. Adama Traore comes inside and shoots. And Onana saves. It was a shot on target. Is there going to be time for a Man United chance? We're into 7 minutes of added time once more. Both sides have changed their instructions to fully go for a winner. Who is going to get it? I just have a feeling one of these two sides is going to score here. Beraldo. Mount. Upamecano. You can see how far forward our players are. Casemiro to Wan-Bissaka. This is where the equaliser came from. Wan-Bissaka. It's in towards Rasmus Højlund. His header is tame. He could have headed it down. He could have controlled it and volleyed it. But he just nods it at the goalkeeper. Now there's a corner kick to Fulham. Is it going to be a Fulham chance or is it going to be a United counter? Kearney's corner. It's headed clear. As far as Malacia of all people. United have 3 forward. Still Malacia. The left back at right wing. To Anthony. He's got Højlund at the back post. He's got Rashford at the back post. And he's shot again! Are you kidding me? Free kick to Fulham. And the full-time whistle goes. Anthony, man. Højlund. Rashford. Play the ball across the goal. We're on work it into the box. Oh, that has cost us dearly. Not only do we not get the points, we've wasted stamina on key players for the Chelsea game. And yeah, in terms of wasting the points, it means we stay behind Liverpool in 3rd place and drop points in the title race as well. That is an absolute disaster heading into the game against Chelsea in the Cup quarter-final. Oh, I cannot believe that. I really cannot believe we've not won that game. This is what happens when you record episodes back to back. I thought Lindelof started the game. I actually subbed him on, then subbed him back off for the 2 formation changes. Probably should have taken Beraldo off. Whoops.